Yeah, I know, shoot came up. I don't remember saying this, but I was told the first thing I said was I'd never have fun again.
After the accident, for a while, it was like, am I ever going to be able to play sports ever again?
Growing up, Chris Herman was an avid athlete. Raised in St. Petersburg, Florida, he hoped to one day be a professional football player.
I was always big into sports. I played tackle football, I played soccer, I played baseball.
He was always an athlete, even as a little child. He loved sports. He would stay dressed in his football uniform after the games were over. He was into it, and he was good. He was a good athlete.
But on September 12, 2008, Chris's athletic dreams and life were forever changed.
But we were driving back, and I laid down in the back seat to try to get some rest because I had to be up at 6 in the morning actually for the football game. And next thing I know, I wake up in the hospital, and kind of that was that.
It was a really tough day. You know, car accident, it's the last thing you would expect. All of a sudden life changes in a fraction of a second.
A car ran a red light and hit the Hermans head-on while Chris laid in the back seat. He suffered a thoracic spinal cord injury at T12, resulting in total paralysis, meaning Chris lost full movement and feeling in both legs.
It was very difficult. My wife and I were together, and kind of a feeling of disbelief that how can this be happening? But then, you know, you go through these phases, I suppose, of acceptance to it, and then you learn how to deal with it and how life has to continue on, and life is not over.
I think the biggest thing that anybody would have to realize, be it any kind of injury or any kind of setback, is just there's a path forward, and there's always something you can do to make your life better.
For Chris, that path forward was on a tennis court.
Wasn't an ace, at least. 40-15. I'll be the first to admit, after the accident, I really didn't do anything. I sat on the couch and I played video games all day, and that's all I did. And so tennis definitely gave me that kind of outlet that I was searching for, especially in the beginning.
Within 2 years of Chris picking up a racket, he was a top-ranked junior wheelchair tennis player in the country. Just a year later, he was selected to represent Team USA at the Junior World Team Cup.
I thought it was going over.
Chris has since traveled the world, representing the U.S. and the University of Florida in the World Team Cup, the Pan American Games in Peru, and the Wheelchair Tennis Collegiate National Championships, where Chris was a two-time champ in singles play.
It's still an incredible sight to behold, walking in on like opening ceremony and seeing a crowd fill the stadium of like 30,000 people. So especially in wheelchair tennis, you don't get many opportunities to experience something like that. So for me not only to experience that, but experience that while representing my country is just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and honestly really surreal.
He's had an ability to just take what has been given to him and not let it affect him in a way that would be negative. He's just embraced the challenge of it all, and I think that's really been what's allowed for him to excel as he has.
After graduating from the University of Florida in the spring of 2020, Chris has his sights set on a new goal: represent Team USA in Tokyo for the 2021 Paralympics.
The idea of representing your country and representing the U.S. is just second to none. I think that's one of the highest honors you can do, is go there, and everything I'm working towards, every training session, every tournament, everything is just a building block to try to reach that end goal for now.
To be able to see my son being able to overcome whatever obstacles have been thrown at him and excel at the level that he has been, it's phenomenal.
Finding inspiration in a ball and a racket, Chris found a sense of belonging on the court, a feeling he lost with the accident.
You know, it's something where I get on the court and I don't feel almost different in any sense of the word, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm playing tennis just like anybody else. And at the end of the day, I think tennis is tennis. And I think that's the beauty of kind of wheelchair tennis, is that anybody can play with me at any time.
Becoming paralyzed, it's not something anybody would ever envision, ever want, ever think that there's anything positive that could come from that, but he's not let it hold him back.
Victor Prieto, WUFT News.